Yes, sir. What's up, Naima? How you doing today, Naima? Hey, first before I want to get into anything, I just want to. This is my first live of the new year. I just want to just tell everybody Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, y'all, this 2025 will be everything that y'all want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Um, so basically, that means you know what I'm saying. You got to start with yourself. You know what I mean? Um, And when I say by start with yourself, you gotta dig within yourself. That's good, Naima. That's good. Um, you gotta dig within yourself to be able to achieve what you want to achieve, man. You gotta be willing to walk out on that limb to take that dive into the darkness. You know what I'm saying? To get to where you want to get to. I made a post earlier and I said I equivalent I I put this in the same category as if you on a deserted island, right? And you know that you want to get off of that island, right? But you have no boat. And you know that if you want to get off of this island to get to somewhere else safe, that you have to take that risk to swim across that ocean. That's the same thing. If you got anything that you want to do in the, starting this year or whenever or years to come or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Take that swim. Even if you ain't got no boat, take that swim and you got to try. You got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? So if anything that y'all trying to do, if anything that y'all trying to accomplish, if anything that y'all trying to get done, man, get it done. Get out of, like I said before, get out of your comfort zone. Get off of that island. You know what I'm saying? Because if you stay on that island, you just go starve and die. You know what I mean? I'm not saying y'all go die if y'all stay where y'all at. But if you're trying to get to somewhere else that's going to, be more promising to you, or if you think that you want to do something else with your life to be able to prosper more, whether it's, you know, if you're trying to get to weight loss goals, if you're trying to get to a certain income, if you're trying to get a better job, if you're trying to get whatever you're trying to do to be able to, better your life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Darlene? How's it going? How's it going? But whatever you want to do to better your life, man, step off that island, man. You got to take that dive and get in that ocean, man, and swim across to try to get to somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's not easy, but hey, nothing nothing good is easy. Everything good is going to be hard in some sort of way. So if you have a baby, childbirth is gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to get a better career, you got to go through that pain. You got to go through the struggle. You know what I'm saying, to get to where you got to get to. You know what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. So, shit, get out here and make that happen, bro. Everybody got their capabilities. Everybody can do what they can do. Everybody can get out here and make it happen. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. We all just got to get out here and just get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Jacob, what's up? Jacob, you doing any baking today? What you baking today, Jacob? Hey, that stuff I seen that you was baking last night. That stuff was looking good, man, for sure, for sure. Um, but yeah, that's just my little motivational speech. That's my little motivational speech for anybody and everybody who trying to achieve and start to achieve or whatever you trying to do in this new year. This is what, the third day. So we got what, 363 more days, 362 more days to come. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Margaret? What's up, Wild Style? Hey, thank y'all for coming in too, man. I know it's the middle of the day. A lot of people probably busy. Y'all probably got way better shit to do to fucking sit up here and watch me. You heard me? But I appreciate y'all coming in here. That's for sure. Um, how's everybody's new year going anyway? Like I said, hopefully everybody's is going good so far. I know a lot of people that went back to work. I haven't went back to work yet. I don't go back to work till Monday. So, but I think I'm gonna take a dive and make a career change this year early, because I think I'm at the point in my career right now where I've been doing it. You know what I mean? And it's kind of getting, the politics of it is starting to get kind of just like, it's starting to just weigh down on me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I want to do something else. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the things that I'm going to do. I'm going to make a career change, and it's going to be, I'm just if I gotta drop everything, if I gotta drop, which I make pretty decent money now, but if I gotta drop and another thing, right? Let me tell y'all something, right? Money isn't everything if you're not real, if you're not happy and what you gotta endure to do that. You know what I mean? We don't have a lot of time in this life. You feel me? So at the end of the day, when we doing stuff to go out here and make a living for ourselves, we pretty much trading a lot of our time for the monetary gains or whatever that's going to pay our bills or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Or get what we want or whatever. And a lot of times we got to endure, we got to be around people that we don't want to be around. We got to, do stuff that we don't want to do necessarily every day. Sometimes you get tired of doing the same thing. You know what I mean? And I think I'm at the point now where I'm just tired of doing the same thing that I've been doing for the last damn near 15 years. How long I've been doing this shit? 15? Something like that. But so it's gotten me this far in life. It's got me into good places, but I wanna do more. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want to continue to spend my time just going to a place every day that I don't want to go to every day, and just because life is short. And then one day you might wake up and it's too late for you to do anything else. So I feel like at this point I got to do what I got to do and make a change, and that's the leap that I'm going to make this year. I'm just going to make a leap. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make a leap off of this into the abyss, and see where I land at. But it's just for it's just for my sanity though. It ain't really about the money. It's just because of my sanity. Like I'm just a person who I'm an adventurous person, and I just feel like I'm just stagnant sometimes. You know what I mean? So that's just where I'm at. So that's what my 2025 is looking like for me. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna come out of my comfort zone and just do what I gotta do, even if I don't know, what's the, what's the end game, or, I mean, I know what the end, I know which direction I want to go, but I don't know. I'm getting out of my comfort zone is basically what I'm saying. So that's just what it is. Who else in here? Boss Lady Mel, what's up? Margaret, what's up? Jacob, what's going on? Margaret said, I don't know why my comments are not showing up, but I am responding to you guys. Margaret, I see your comments. Darlene said, hey, Margaret. Jacob said, I'm not baking this weekend. I'm probably bake in a few weeks. I got you, Jacob. But yeah, that's all. I wanted to get that off my chest before anything. And it's like I was telling all of y'all, shit. If that's how y'all feel in y'all life, don't be afraid to make that change, man. Come out your comfort zone and make that change. But put that work in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, put that work in. Put that, you got to put that work in to get to where you got to get to. It's not going to be easy. Not everything is going to be easy. A couple things is going to be hard. You feel me? So, yeah. But today I want to talk about, all right. So this is what I want to talk about today, because, I've been seeing a lot of people. Y'all know who Rico is. You know what I'm saying? Rico, for y'all people who don't know who Rico is Royalties, or Charlene, or whatever you call her, is her boyfriend. You know what I mean? So recently he just he's been trying to get his career back. He was a football player. He's been trying to get his career back. And recently he had made some type of traction or whatever in his career, because I think he's trying to make a change for himself. And I think he's trying to get back to what he is. But I've been seeing a lot of people saying that Rico is back in the NFL. And that's what I want to do. Now, before I say anything about Rico, right? I don't want to come off as I'm hating on Rico, because I'm not hating on Rico. I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody. I don't care who you is. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are. If you can come back from anything, I don't care if you was going through any kind of troubles or trials and tribulations or whatever, and you could come back from anything to be anything positive, I'm gonna applaud that, whether I like you or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether you could be my enemy. I don't want to see my enemies doing bad out here. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I just want to put that out there. I'm not hating on Blood. I'm just doing a fact check on what I'm seeing a lot of people saying, because I'm seeing people saying that he's went back to the NFL, and I just want to make sure that I got the facts straight to see what's going on with him. So with that being said, we gonna get into this. All right. So first and foremost, we gonna look back at his history. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all don't know who he is, let's look back on who he is and where he come from. All right. So it says Damon Arnett, born September 2nd, 1996. So if he was born in 96, how old is he? 1996 will make him what? Shit, I don't know. Where's we at right now? 2025. So right now he's at like 29 years old or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Which I mean, he's not too old to be playing football. So you know, that might be a plus for him too. But okay, it says Damon Arnett, born September 2nd, 1996, is an American professional football cornerback for the Houston Roughnecks of the United Football League. All right, he played college football for the Ohio State Buckeyes and was selected by the Las Vegas Raiders in the first round in 2020 draft. All right, now that was a big deal right there. Like, all right, let's go to the college team that he played for, right? That he played for. The Ohio State Buckeyes, right? The Ohio State Buckeyes is that's one of the most premier colleges out here. You know what I mean? Like, if you play for Ohio State, it's pretty much that you a damn good ass football player, because they are one of the, I mean, outside of like Alabama, Michigan, who else? Clemson, Notre Dame, Penn State. It's a few. Florida, Miami Hurricanes. It's a few more that I'm not. Nebraska Cornhuskers. It's a few more college teams that you got premier players that go to. Now, if you can get recruited by the Ohio State Buckeyes, that means that you was a hell of a football player coming up. You know what I mean? And you went to a prominent school, and honestly, that would mean that your future is pretty bright. It's going to be pretty bright as a football player, as long as you don't get in trouble and as long as you don't get injured. That's going to fall to your career. What's up, OC? How you doing today, OC? But so yeah, he played for the Ohio State Buckeyes. So him playing for the Ohio State Buckeyes, it basically got him to be drafted in the first round. Now, if y'all don't know football, right? If y'all don't know football, the NFL and stuff like that, right? If you get drafted in the first round in the NFL, you are a hell of a football player. You know what I mean? You ain't no slouch. You're going to get paid good. You know what I'm saying? He went to the Las Vegas Raiders. So I think 2020, Las Vegas was a pretty much new team. Now, the Raiders is an old team, but they moved to Vegas. I think they moved to Vegas in 2020. I forgot, but I know they haven't been in Vegas that long. They came from Oakland. They was in Oakland. They didn't bounce around a couple times. They was Oakland some for a while. They was Los Angeles Raiders for a while. but now their new home is in Las Vegas. And I remember when they opened that expansion in Las Vegas, and Vegas bought the team when they built the new dome and everything in Vegas. So him getting drafted by the Raiders in 2020 was a big deal. That was a big deal to get drafted as a cornerback. That means that you are a big deal. Like, you really is a hell of a football player. You know what I mean? But with him, and if y'all don't know, what's going on with him, he's not in the NFL. So you probably ask yourself, like, damn, like, what the hell? Like, he just got drafted in 2020. That's only 5 years that done went past or whatever. Why is he outside of the league? Let's get into some more of his life. So it says Arnett was born in Dallas, Texas, and moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida when he was 3 years old. He attended St. Thomas, whatever that word is, Aquinas High School, where he played linebacker and wide receiver for the Raiders. So his high school team was named the Raiders too. He was named honorable mention class 8A, 7A, 6A, all county as a senior, and helped lead the team to a state championship. Big deal if you in high school. If you win a state championship, big ass deal. You know what I'm saying? That's like the Super Bowl for high school teams. You win a state championship, big deal. Rated a 3-star recruit, Arnett originally committed to play college football for the South Carolina Gamecocks, another good team in South Carolina, but they not the Ohio State Buckeyes. During the summer going into his senior year, before changing his commitment to Ohio State on National Signing Day. So his college career, says Arnett redshirted his true freshman year after a bone chip was discovered in his tibia during training camp. So he suffered his first injury and on his freshman year of college, which is when they redshirted him. So basically, when they redshirt you, it means that you pretty much is like you kind of like what's the word I want to use? You kind of like fragile. You fragile to the team. So they don't put you on full duty as a football player. They kind of like limit your you know what I'm saying, your progress. They limit your time and your and what you do on the team to try to save you. You know what I'm saying? To try to get you well and try to save you for later. You know what I mean? All right. So it says he played in 13 of Ohio State's games in the following season as a key reserve at defensive. Damn, he played defensive back at Ohio State too. That's crazy. And recorded 21 tackles with 1 interception. That's a hell of a damn year that he had. As a redshirt sophomore, Arnett started 12 of the Buckeyes' 14 games and led the team's cornerback with 44 tackles and 2 interceptions and 8 passes broken up, and was named honorable mention all Big Ten Conference. He was balling the fuck out. I got to give it to him. He was definitely balling the fuck out in college. 44 tackles is crazy. 2 interceptions, 8 breakups. He had a good year. He had a decent year, especially only playing. He missed 2 games of that season. So yeah, he had a hell of a year. He had a hell of a year that year. So it says Arnett was again named honorable mention tackles and 1 interceptions in 13 games played. Arnett originally planned to leave school and forego his final season of the NCAA eligibility to enter the 2019 draft, but eventually decided to return to the Ohio State in his final year of eligibility, which was probably a good move that he made, because if he would have did that in 2019, he probably wouldn't have went first round. So he made a good decision on that part. Arnett scored his first career touchdown on September 14, 2019 on a 97-yard interception return. Damn, a 97-yard interception return for a touchdown is fucking crazy, insane. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, that's a hell of a goddamn play. That's almost 100. That's almost the whole football field. That means he caught an interception in the red zone of the other team when they was getting ready to score a touchdown, and took it all the way back to the house. That's a hell of a fucking play right there. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that play. Arnett was named second team All Big Ten at the end of the season, recording 35 tackles, 8 passes defended, and 1 interception while playing with a broken wrist. Hey, you got to give it to him. You got to give it to him, man. He was doing this thing. He was definitely doing this thing. All right. So it says that he played. He was, like I said, he was drafted. Let's see what he is. 2016 Ohio State. That's what we just read. He is 5 foot 11 inches. He weighs roughly around 195. Arm length 30. Hand spans 9 and an eighth inches. He ran a 4.5 and a 40. 10-yard 10-yard sprint. I guess they sprint. I don't know what the fuck that is. 1.56 seconds and 20 yards, 2.67 seconds. All right, it says Arnett was selected by the Raiders in the first round, which we knew. The Raiders previously obtained the 19th selection. So he was basically hold on. The Raiders previously obtained the 19th selection as part of a trade that sent Khalil Mack to the Chicago Bears. Was placed on injury reserve October 22nd, 2020 with a thumb injury. So hold on. So when he came in the league, so I guess what they saying is that the Bears had that 19th pick and they moved up. And traded Khalil Mack. No, the Raiders had that pick and they traded Khalil Mack to the Bears to get Rico. God damn, because Khalil Mack is a fucking hell of a football player. Like, that's a hell of a trade. Like, what? Oh, I know they kicking themselves in the ass right now for that. They kicked themselves in the ass for that one. Because I think Khalil Mack's still playing. I think he's still balling out for the Bears. So, damn. I ain't know that about Rico, man. Rico doing this thing. He doing this thing. He was doing this thing for sure. So that's crazy. So look, let's fast forward. All right. So not only did he play for the Raiders, he played for the Miami Dolphins. Hold on. Let's back it up for a second. Let's back it up because I just seen something. So right here it says Arnett entered the 2021 season as a backup cornerback to Trayvon Mullen and Casey Haywood. He suffered a groin injury in week 4 and was placed on injury reserve. The Raiders released him on November 8th, 2021 after the discovery of a video showing him brandishing a firearm and making death threats. All right. Damn. Like, come on, man. Like you had, and that's one of the things that I want to say. Like, you pretty much had your career ahead of you, man. Everything that you had accomplished in college, everything that I mean, they traded Khalil Mack. They traded Khalil Mack to come up so they could get you. The Raiders did. And it seems to me, all right, so he suffered a groin injury in week 4, which is not a terrible injury. You could have came back from that. But they wound up releasing him because of the video of him brandishing a firearm, which that just don't make no sense to me, because you just basically just started throwing your career away because of like antics or whatever, of antics. And that's what I be trying to say. Like, sometimes, man, you can't, all that tough shit is stupid, bro. Like, if you a tough dude, right? Or if you come from a tough background or whatever, you don't have to be tough, bro. You don't have to walk around and show you tough. To me, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like, to me, when people do that, it shows that they really not tough. You know what I'm saying? Because the most toughest dudes that I know, shit, is some fucking good dudes. They ain't just out here fucking just trying to be anything other than what they know what they is. They don't have to show nobody what the fuck else that they is. You know what I'm saying? So, but they just don't cross them. Don't cross them. And even if you cross them, they're not gonna show you that they tough. They'll do some tough shit, but ain't nobody gonna know about it. You know what I'm saying? But let's fast forward. So it says he went to the Miami Dolphins on December 15th, 2021. Arnett signed with the practice squad of the Miami Dolphins. His contract expired when the team season ended on January 19th. January 9th, 2022. So damn. So hold the fuck up. So in the process of 2 years, you get drafted in 2020, first round, to 2021. Well, not even 2 years, it's 1 year. In the process of 1 year, your career goes so far down that you are signing on to another team with the practice squad after you was a first round draft pick and they traded up to get you. So the Raiders took a hit. They took a hit when they did that. Losing Khalil Mack, trading up to get Rico, and then losing him within a year. They took a terrible hit. So it must have been more than just a videotape with the death threats and the gun brandishing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It must have been some other shit that was going on in that time period for a team to just say, you know what, we cutting our motherfucking losses with you. It's over with. It's done. Get the hell on and cut you. They don't trade you. They cut you after you being a first round draft pick. And then you go to another team and they must have heard about you. They must have heard of your antics. They must have already knew what they was getting. So they signed you to the practice squad. See, the practice squad, when a person gets signed to the practice squad, right? That means that they not on the active roster. Now they call it the roster, whatever. But it's basically that you are you only play on during a week when the teams is practicing in their facilities. So you basically got a job. You working. You're not getting paid as much as you would if you was on a 53-man roster, but you are only playing to make the team better. Now, people can come from the practice squad. You can show out so much on the practice squad that you can get moved to the 53-man roster, or somebody could take an injury and you could get moved to the 53-man roster. But my thing is, only a year in his career and him going from being drafted first round to just not even a whole year, but just a little over a year past then, and you already on a whole nother team's practice squad. Usually that don't happen like that. Usually that doesn't happen until a player has either gotten older or a player has, they had a lot of injuries or whatever, or if a player has just been just a bad apple, a bad seed, a tyrant, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who just can't fucking keep themselves out of trouble or whatever, just keep doing just dumb shit or whatever. So move on from there. So Arnett signed Arnett signed a reserve futures contract. I don't even know what the hell that is. It sounds like basically that a reserve futures contract basically sound like they sign you as a contract, but it's based on your performance. So it sounds like they signed him to see how it was going to work out. They didn't actually give him a real a real money contract. They signed him on to see how it was going to work out, to see how, if he could make the team, he would have to come in and do everything that a rookie would have to do in camp. That's what it sounded like to me. I never heard of a reserve future contract though, but I don't know. But it says that with the Kansas City Chiefs, now if anybody know who the Kansas City Chiefs is, Kansas City Chiefs has won the Super Bowl like the last 2 years in a row, and it's looking to me like they can win it again this year. So they might three-peat this year, and if they do three-peat this year, I think they might be the first team that three-peated. if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the history of every team. We came close. If y'all know who I'm talking about, the Cowboys, we came close in the 90s. We won 2 back to back. And then we lost one year and then won a third one the year after that. But we didn't three-peat. So the Kansas City Chiefs are a good team. They got Pat Mahomes, they got Travis Kelce, they got what's his name? Chris Johnson. I think that's his name. Good ass team. All right, so it says Arnett signed a reserve futures contract with the Kansas City Chiefs on January 20th, 2022. He was released on January 29th, 2022, after he was arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon, carrying a concealed weapon without a permit, and 2 counts of possessions of a controlled substance in Las Vegas. Bro, that's 3 teams. Listen, let me tell y'all something, right? Let me tell y'all something. That's 3 teams in 2 years. Look at the fall from grace my man had. He might have the worst fall from grace that I haven't seen anybody have. Now I don't know everybody contracts who done came in, and I don't know who how many people who had bad fucking times coming in the NFL. But to me, hearing his story going from 2020 to 2022 and him falling like he did is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Is crazy. So I don't know. I don't know. Damn, that's crazy. Like, I mean, he was just doing some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to the day, it says Houston Roughnecks. All right. So on December the 30th, 2024, Damon signed with the Houston Roughnecks of the United Football League. All right. So let's get into that, right? So that's the question that everybody been talking about, right? So the UFL, cause like I said, I've been seeing people who've been saying that that he had got signed on with the NFL. He back in the NFL and this and that and the third. Now, the UFL is not the NFL. You know what I'm saying? The UFL is kind of like a semi-pro league. I want to say it might be considered a pro league, but it's not the NFL. Let's see how much the UFL players get paid. Let's check and see how much they get paid. Hold on. Let's see something right fast. Y'all hold on for a second. They be trying to keep a lot of this shit secret, huh? All right. I found something. Okay. All right, let's go back to this. All right, so it says basically it says that uh it says United Football League 2024 player salaries and coaches pay structure. So it says that what the fuck? What the fuck did I just say? What the fuck is all this dumb shit? All right, so it says salaries and of coaches and players. As new contracts are signed ahead of the first season of the UFL is implementing a seasonal pay structure for its coaches. In 2023, the XFL head coaches were compensated in a six-figure bracket annually and were given multi-year contracts. The new league will gradually phase out of that practice. The three remaining head coaches in the conference are of the former XFL clubs are Wade Phillips. Wade Phillips is a good coach. Reggie Barlow and Bob Stoops all consented to the future compensation. Drop the protect their assistants. All right. So it said the USFL paid its players 53,000 in salaries last season, as per the team of their union agreement. Without bonuses, the normal player in the XFL made an average of 50,000 during the regular season, but some didn't follow the norm. Prominent veteran quarterbacks in the six-figure bracket, such as AJ McCarron and the league MVP Jordan Tamaru, were compensated significantly more than the typical XFL player. So basically, the UFL is basically it used to be called the XFL. I think they merged or whatever with another league, and um that's how they became the UFL or whatever. I think they merged with I forgot who the hell that they merged with. So it basically says that um so it basically says that basically that the average player salary for a season is around $50,000 to $53,000 a season. So that roughly let me see, hold on, let me see. So the way that they get paid game checks. And if they play, I don't know how many games do the UFL play a year? So how many games do the UFL play a season? So go break this down. UFL games in the season, in the second season. How many weeks? So it's a 10-week season. So all right, so that's roughly, let me see, 53,000. So you got 10 weeks. So that's roughly about five for 10 weeks. That's roughly about $5,300 a week. Now, I mean, listen, 53,000. I mean, $53,000 a year for 10 weeks is not bad. You know, depending on what you're doing for it. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody know playing football is a rigorous sport. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a lot of hitting. You're doing a lot of you're doing a lot of shit to get the risk of getting injured, the risk of just getting put out. A lot of medical shit. So you have to. So I don't know about their policies as far as like the I'm sure that they paid medical bills also if you wind up getting hurt. The thing is this though. Let's compare. Let's compare the UFL salary to the NFL salary. All right. Um, it says the salary of UFL players is significantly low than that of the NFL players. The average NFL player salary is approximately 2.8 million, while UFL players only earn 5.5 per week during the season. So that's pretty much how what I said. Around $5,500 a week for 10 weeks. It'll bring you around $55,000 or whatever. Now that's a big drop because listen, hold on, let's take it back to how much does a first round draft pick? Hold on, listen, hold on now. Look at this. How much does a first round draft pick? All right, so look at this. So look, check this out. So check this out. It says that the rookie salaries in the NFL, right, coming in, rookie salaries, and this is where he was. This is first round. This is where he was. He was a first round draft pick. Not he wasn't the first pick of the draft in the first round. So look, the lowest for now. Let's just say the number 32 selection is the lowest selection. He was selected at 19. So he was around a little bit over the midpoint from being first to the last pick of the first round. So it says the top overall pick, which is the first pick of the draft, right? It says the total value for the first selection of the draft is 37, damn near, you might as well say $38 million in total value, and includes a signing bonus of 24 million, right? So, all right, they said the lowest first round pick, which is the 32nd pick of the first round. They said that the value becomes different for whoever is selected number 32. That selection earns 11 million in total value. The signing bonus is also different, set for 5 million. So he was drafted at around 19. So the difference what that is from 11 to 37, he probably made his deal for the Raiders was probably worth around probably around 23 million dollars, right? And that's just coming into the NFL. You haven't even gotten, if you play how you supposed to do, but if you do right by the team and you play how you supposed to play for them 4 years after being drafted, and that's when you really get your contract, your big contract. So after 4 years, they got to re-sign you. So either you can stay with the same team that you have, or you can go to another team. It depends on you if you become a free agent or not. So that's when that's when most players really get their money, because a lot of these players, they'll sign nowadays players are signing $200 million contracts with 160 guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? For a cornerback, if he would have did what he was supposed to do, he would have probably got at least a good $90 million contract, and probably would have had 50, maybe 60 guaranteed, maybe 70, maybe a little more than that. So if he would have, stayed with the team and did what he was supposed to do and not got in trouble, he would have been looking at that type of money. But the fact of him, the fact of him getting in trouble and getting released from the team, he didn't even get his whole 22 million. So he probably got a signing bonus when he first came in, which is guaranteed money. He probably got maybe 8 million from 20. He probably maybe 12. I would say 12. If he got 22, I would say he might have got a $12 million sign-on bonus or whatever. From 8 to 12, I would say. And if he got released from the team, that's probably all the money that he got. So with him, you know what I'm saying, getting in trouble, he just shot his whole career down in the foot. Like basically you just fucked off. So it sounds like to me that he probably got his signing bonus. It might have went to his head. I'm not him. I don't know. I'm just speculating. It might have went to his head. He might have started doing just some wild shit. And he he got put off the team. You know what I'm saying? Which is that's pretty sad. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't get injured. He didn't get injured to get put off the team. He didn't he didn't it wasn't nothing that happened to him where he couldn't play no more that got him put off the team. He got put off the team because of his own just bad behavior and mistakes that he made. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to call them mistakes because you get one chance of making the mistakes. And I can tell you like this. You're not just going to make one mistake if you're a good player, especially if he was hold on. You're not going to get put off the team if you are a first round draft pick and you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're not going to get put off the team just by making one mistake. I'm sorry, it's too much of an investment for them to have put into you. They put millions of dollars into you to draft you in the first round. They traded a prominent linebacker or edge rusher. I think Khalil Mack is an edge rusher, one of the top in the damn league, matter of fact. So they traded him to the Bears to bring you in. So it's basically you fuck the team off by not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Getting in trouble. It wasn't just one offense that got you put off of that team. It had to be multiple things to where they said, we can't fucking deal with this guy. You know what I'm saying? So that got him put off. All right. So let's fast forward. We know his background. We know what he did. He had some troubles that he got into. We already know about all of that. So recently I had seen that he, like I said, he was trying to get himself back together. Now, I'm not saying that he was 29. I'm not saying that he can't get back in the NFL, but I'm gonna tell you like this though. It's a slim to none chance that he's going to get back in the NFL. He will have to go, man. He will have to go at 29 years old. He will have to play lights out. I'm talking about he will have to be an outstanding across the board in the UFL before somebody will look down and say, damn, this motherfucker is balling the fuck out to bring him back up to the NFL. And even if he did come back to the NFL, you're not going to get top contract because you're a liability. You are a risk because of the last time that you was in the NFL. When you did have that chance to actually do what you were supposed to be doing, you squandered it off numerous times. You cost teams a lot of money. One thing about these teams, they don't want to be cost a lot of money by you, especially if it's not natural. Now, if you get injured or whatever, and you continue to be injured or whatever, and you a top commodity to the team, they will use you for other stuff, especially my team, the Cowboys, because one thing about the Cowboys is our owner, Jerry Jones, he's a marketing genius. That's why the team is worth $10 billion now. Highest paid, the highest organization in sports that's as far as net worth. All right. So if you one of those players that get injured all the time, or if you stay injured on injury reserve and you keep on, getting injured, a lot of times teams will get you to do other stuff. They will have you do appearances. You will do stuff like you are being as advertisements and stuff like that. They will have you doing, stuff for the actual team. They go get their money out of you some way or another if you are injured. But in order for a team to just say fuck it and cut their losses and drop you, like I said, they just was done with you. And that's and news traveled through the NFL. So that's when he went. Why when he went to Miami, they put him on the practice squad. They gave him a chance. I don't know what happened there, but then he leave from Miami and go to Kansas City and get dropped from the team. He didn't even have a full contract. He was supposed to be working to get a full contract at that point in time. So he basically had a developmental contract. So he was supposed to be working to get to that, to get to a new full contract with the team. He got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? In Vegas, he got in trouble. They was done with you. Your track record was coming. Your track record was following you around. You know what I'm saying? So it's nobody's fault why you're not in the NFL now, but your own at this point. But like I said, I'm not a hater. I'm just speaking facts. I just went through all of the facts on why he's not where he was or why he's not where he should be, being the type of player that he was in college and the type of player that he was coming into the NFL, high school also. You know what I mean? Me, I just think, like I said before, I think he got the money. He got that amount of money. Listen, a lot of people coming out of these, that never had it before. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that never had it before, you might get your hands on some money, and though that type of money, like I said, from $8 to $12 million, and you ain't gonna know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? If your mind is not in the right spot, if your mind is not in the right place, you're not gonna know what to do with that type of money as a youngin. So I'm not saying, I'm not saying that he's that he's a badass person or something like that. I'm just saying that what he did, he fucked himself off of a whole lifetime and generational wealth coming from the career that he chose, that he wanted to do. All right, so I'm not gonna bash him the whole video because, like I said, he said that he's trying to make a comeback to be in the NFL. So the other day, I was scrolling, right, and I seen him. He was talking. You know what I'm saying? This is when he was trying to get back, come up or whatever. He was going to different places. I think he went to try to trial for the Cowboys. Jerry be making some drastic decisions sometimes, but you got to be a real high profile player for Jerry to bring you as a free agent, or you just gonna be not taking no money. Especially if they don't take you to the practice squad, that means that they don't think that you are good enough to play for the practice squad anymore. Now, like I'm telling you, you got to think about the stuff that he was doing. I seen where he got caught with some drugs. He got caught with meth. We seen him on camera on Shorty Girl videos. Looked like he was huffing the what they call that shit, them what's that stuff that they call them, whippets. Looked like he was huffing whippets. I think we seen him like smoking cigarettes and shit like that in the videos. Stuff like that is not good for your body. If you want to be a top tier athlete, you got to take care of your body. Your body is where your money is going to come from. That's your main thing right there. That's your top commodity, is your body. If you are a professional athlete, look at people like the people who have those long careers, people like Floyd Mayweather, Tom Brady, Shannon Sharp. You look how old he is. He's still tip-top shape. People like that, they take care of their body. They take care of their body. It gives you the longevity of being able to sustain the career for as long. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who has kids coming up or who might have a child that's looking to be in the league or looking to play basketball or football or anything or whatever when they get up. You honestly really have to You got to teach your children, honestly. Like the biggest thing in the world is you got to teach your kids, right? If you know that they good and you know that they might be coming into some money, the biggest thing that you can teach your kid is financial literacy. And honestly, for real, not even if they just even playing sports. If I'm talking about generally in life, teach them financial literacy to begin with coming up. Teach them how to save money. Teach them about bank accounts. Teach them about investing and stuff. Teach them about spending on the right things. You know what I'm saying? Teach them about getting money early and put money to the back for when you get older in life. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times with these athletes is they go through their career and they make, and I ain't not just athletes, I'm talking about shit, athletes, fucking rappers, a lot of these people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times what they do is they get all of this money to begin with, right? And then they go and they spend all of this money on all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They buy a lot of stuff that really don't have no sense and don't have no meaning or no value. You know what I'm saying? Later down the road, or things that lose value. So if you got kids coming up, like honestly, you want to teach your kids about assets and liabilities. Yo, and shit, you can teach yourself if you don't already know about it. Read books. Is certain books out there. Like I read a book called Rich Man, Poor Man, right? And that taught me a lot about how I was living in the past, because I mean, shit, as a person myself, I don't went through a lot of money. And you know what? I look back on the time that I was making as much money as I was, that if I would have had a mind on my shoulder, that would have a head on my shoulder that would have been thinking about, you know, doing stuff right with the money, I would be probably not working today at all. Like I probably wouldn't even be working. I probably would be owning my own thing, probably have people work for me or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem with a lot of us, is because we wasn't taught that. A lot of us wasn't taught that coming up. And you know, a lot of us black people, you know what I'm saying, we still live by the slave mentality. You know what I'm saying? Life should be way easier than we make it, or how they perceive it to us. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be out here working so hard for years and years and years and get old, and a lot of us don't have nothing when we pass away. So we got to teach ourselves about that if we haven't already been taught. As an adult, you got to get out here and learn about what it is that you got to do to better your life, financially, physically, spiritually, mentally, everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out here and make sure. And then if you, like I said, if you got kids, you got to instill in your kids, because I don't know about y'all. Like the last thing in the world that I want is for my kids, for me not to be here and my kids to be out here messed up. You know what I'm saying? That's like my biggest fear. You know what I mean? I don't want my kids to be out here homeless or with nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst. So, but and the thing with me is, like, I came up on I grew up with my grandmother. I see my grandmother go to work for a lot of all her life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but she taught me a work ethic, but she didn't know how to teach me anything else as far as like anything more than working. That's why I said we go back to the slave mentality, because their peoples was taught how to work. Their peoples was taught how to work. Their peoples was taught how to work. Their peoples was working for free. Their people was getting beat to work and chased down. You know what I'm saying? So in our life, as far as when it comes to our family and stuff like that, we got to get to a point where we can break the chains of the slave mentality. We got to get to the point where, you know, if it starts with us, it starts with us. Or if it doesn't start with us, let's help it to be able to start with our kids. And that's just information. Because they don't teach this type of stuff in schools. They teach a bunch of bullshit in schools. when you go to school. They teach stuff like shit that didn't already happen. Yeah, it's good to know about history or whatever. But damn, teach me how to go out here and be in this world. Teach me how to go out here and make it in this world. Teach me how to go out here and be prosperous in this world. You feel me? If I'm in school, you know what I'm saying? Teach me how to come out here and be a successful person. That's what I feel like they should be teaching. So, Evo, what's up? What's up to everybody that came in too? OC, Cam, everybody that came in. Boss lady. But yeah, teach our kids what wasn't taught to us, even if we gotta go out and learn it for them, to be able to teach it for them. You know what I'm saying? Teach your kids how to become entrepreneurs, even if you're not an entrepreneur. But try to get out here and learn with them. Try to get out here and learn with them. So maybe you could become an entrepreneur, and maybe you and your child can become an entrepreneur if your child is of a certain age right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, kill them. Knowledge is power. We gotta. So, and this is just so our kids don't make the wrong mistakes like Rico did. You hear me? Because you coming into a lot of money, you want to be able to know what to do with that money. So I just say, you know, the best thing that you can do for your children is to educate your kids, not just buy them everything that they want. Because I know it's a lot of people out here who they think that them doing the best for their kids is buying them everything that they want. No, that's not the best for your child. The best for your child is to teach them stuff, to teach them how to get what they want, not to just get them everything they want. If you ask me, spoiling your child, spoiling your kids, it's not a bad thing to spoil your kids. You want to show your kids that you love them. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to overspoil your kids, because you get, you know, a lot of people out here, they get the overspoiling their kids. They get them everything they want. They don't even ask the kid to fucking go wash dishes or nothing. They just let the kid do whatever the hell that they want to do. And they just continue to just keep getting them. And then when people try to tell them stuff like that, they think that people is coming towards them or teaching them how to parent their child. No, that's not what people are trying to tell you. People were actually trying to help you and help your child to succeed in the future, because it's gonna come one day, shit, your child will become grown, and I see this happen all the time. They go come out, they don't know what the hell to do, because now the stuff will stop coming unless you just prepare the bat to continue to keep providing for your kid as they become more and more older, up into the 30s and 40s, and you still buying stuff for them. If you that paid and you rich or whatever, then shit, by all means, keep doing what you're doing. But you want to teach your kids how to get it their self, not to be lazy, not to be, you know, to be able to get out here and actually get out here and make that shit happen, bro. That's the best thing we can do. But look, so we gonna get back in the Rico story, because like I said, I don't want to just bash him this video. I don't want to bash him. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna talk about his downfalls, I want to talk about his transition also, and to see if his transition is real. So what I'm gonna do right now is, so I'm gonna go to this thing that I found, right? And it was of him talking to somebody or whatever. He was talking about his transition. So let's go into this, because like I said, I don't want to hear black man, he made some mistakes or whatever. Like I said, shit, I made mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Just because of, you know, you don't like a person or you don't like the way a person is, that doesn't mean that you can applaud when a person is trying to do some good in their life also. But I just wanted to let you people know who kept saying that he was back in the NFL and like he made it back to what he was, or it was such a whatever, or such a great thing. Yeah, mind you, it is a great thing that he's back working, that he's working or whatever. But $53,000 a year, I mean, I make that more than on a job. You hear me? I make more than that working a job, and I ain't killing my body. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna get into this video right here, because like I said, I don't wanna just bash him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just do that. Hold on, what am I doing here? I'm tripping. So I'm gonna shit. All right, let's go back. I don't know what I just was doing just now. I was tripping. Let me do this. All right, let's go here. Go share that. I don't know what the fuck I was seeing just now. That was crazy. All right. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Damon Arnett isn't going to play here at AT&T Stadium this season. He's not going to play at any of the NFL's other 31 stadiums either. It's his.
Hey, before we get in this video, I just want to let y'all know that was a Cowboys stadium that they was looking at. And like I had told y'all, he did go try for the Cowboys. It didn't work out. Let's get back into it.
Fault. He's made too many mistakes too many times. He's been arrested and brought shame to the NFL shield. No NFL team wants to sign the former #1 pick right now. The CFL doesn't either, nor does the UFL. So he waits and he trains for another opportunity to play ball and take care of his.
All right, so I think this video was before he got signed to the UFL. So he did get signed to the UFL now. So let's just, point that out.
2 daughters and his son. He hasn't played since October 2021. He's been humbled and experienced rock bottom. He has regret and remorse, but he also says losing millions and being without football had to happen. Listen to his words. Hear his angst. Feel his remorse. Then decide for yourself whether he should get an opportunity to play professional football again.
The message I want to get across to the kids is you're in control of your own future. The way you think, that's why it's.
Hey, no homo. He looking good though. No homo. No diddy. Pause everything. He actually looking good. He looking good. He looking healthy. And we seen him before not looking so healthy. And I can say right in this video, he looking a lot healthier. So let's continue.
Good to always stay positive, always stay proactive, always take accountability for your decisions, whether it's good decisions, bad decisions. Own it and move forward. Shoot, it's kind of a curveball. I thought we was gonna be in a classroom with, you know what I'm saying, a couple kids, but that's God right there. The message has to reach everybody, not just a small portion of kids. Is the more the better,
Damon, it's good to finally get a chance to talk to you. During my time covering the Cowboys, I was fortunate enough to cover Bill Parcells, Hall of Fame coach. And he used to say, football players play football in the fall. How come you're not playing football in the fall? Because you're a football player.
Bad decisions on my part. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like I'm living a consequence sentence right now of just past mistakes that I have to make right within myself.
How did we get here from the first round pick?
Hey, you gotta applaud him for saying the first step is accountability, man. He ain't making excuses. He ain't doing none of that. He taking accountability for the things that happened in his life and the things that has gotten him to where he's at. So you gotta applaud him for that. That's for sure. Let's continue.
3-star recruit, college graduate, great family. How did we get here where instead of getting ready for an NFL game this week, you talking to 500 kids at Barack Obama Male Leadership Academy?
It definitely didn't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? There was definitely a series of bad decisions that got me here. And all I could do now is pay it forward, use my experiences to hopefully help the new generation coming up behind me, taking things from my story or their peer story and growing from it, moving forward, using everything is just like a stepping stools into the right direction.
Damon, this is John Gruden with the Las Vegas Raiders. How you doing, man?
What's going on, Coach?
Me and Mike Mayock are getting ready to make a pick here in the first round. And let me ask you this: can I trust you? Can I trust you with my entire family?
Man, you can trust me with it, man. I'll protect them like it's my own.
I mean, this Raider family that we're putting together is
So this is basically the call that he got. John Gruden was making to him when he first got drafted with the Raiders. This is not current. This is back in 2020 when he first got drafted.
It's really special. You understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
What's it like? Or did you expect to go in the first round?
Yeah, I hope. I knew I was good enough. I knew in my head I gave everything I could my last year. So I was content on going second round. I wasn't even trying to think about the impossible or just, it looked better for me to say second round to keep my feelings in check.
Right.
So when I got that call, it was just confirmed that I was always right about myself. And I let that get to my head. I was just like, oh yeah, I knew it. I've been knew it. So that means I started going back thinking about all the other things that I was been unsure about. I was like, you're right. Like whatever it is I'm like, you can do whatever you want to do. I said, you got the one thing that you always wanted to do your whole life. And you did it.
No, that's real.
Yeah, I was just like, man, you could. And so when something wasn't going right or whatever, I was like, I was like, man, I could brush whatever off and keep it moving, do something else. So I took it for granted. I should have just realigned my goals because I just lived in that moment for too long.
What do you think people think about the guy in Vegas? Who that is? Like if I said, who do you think people think Damon, who played for the Raiders, is? What would they say?
A maniac, out of control. I didn't think I got no home training, and it was just a new experience for me at that time. And it's okay to feel certain things, but it starts being a negative when you allow something like your emotions to interfere with your reality,
When did you start to figure it out?
Not too long ago. It seems like hopefully I'm not too late, you know what I'm saying? But it's a fairly new feeling when you really just take a second and pause and breathe. You realize you got more time to make a decision than what you realize, and just being aware of those situations, knowing when something.
What he's saying is facts, though. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much time you mess up, and you might be doing stuff and making mistakes or whatever. You can always come to a point and say, I got a little more time left to right this wrong, or try to get what I can get done to make my life better. So what he's saying is facts.
Arises and what fasting and stuff helps me do, like into my day-to-day life.
That's interesting. So you really at a point where you're trying to get a firm grip on your emotions so that you control them, they don't control you.
Yeah.
Is that a fair way to say it?
That's a fair way.
How'd you come to that realization, or how'd you get to that? Because that's kind of deep.
Yeah, a lot of reading, like just on, and I wouldn't say anything particular, just looking up certain things that around like meditations and mastering like your inner self. And I'm real big on like spirituality and things like that. And because I believe hard, I believe strong, I have faith, whatever it is I'm believing in, and just taking a dive into the things that help me function.
I didn't make the best choices when it was time to transition into the NFL. And
that's a lot for a young man to go through, especially a couple years after being drafted on top of the world. What was rock bottom for you? What was the bottom where you go, okay, I got to change?
Getting evicted out my house, money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Still have some dollars. Getting evicted out my house, 9 a.m, the police at the door. Got my newborn baby, her mama. We ain't even packed up all the stuff yet, because I was supposed to leave out. I was moving out the house.
He mostly talk about Iceland. I'm taking it. He talk about Iceland, newborn baby and her mama. When they got evicted.
House in 2 days. It's like Tuesday. I was supposed to move out Thursday. I was gonna be out. I was packing up everything, but no, a couple of days early, they're like, nah, being in that situation, sitting on the damn steps, like holding my baby or my BM going to get like some Starbucks. Well, I'm right here in front of the door, like locked out of my house with my baby, you know, who's
Damn, that's
freaking
tough.
6 months. I had to go through everything that I went through to be who it is I am today. I feel like, you know, because only the things I went through was going it was going to fix me to the very end, to all the rest, all the emotional pain and all like the thoughts and I was the only person that was going to be able to fix it. You know what I'm saying? I was the only person that was going to be able to identify like what my new purpose was. Which are my kids, like everything that I did up until the draft has been like for the competitive like animal inside of me, not for the money, not for none. I just like to compete. You know, I like playing ball. I basically said like F myself, like in a way, because doing it for me, it was just I was like, man, I'm good. Like if I was to keep on doing it for me, like I'm good. Like right. I know what I'm capable of. I know, but that was a very selfish way of thinking because my children didn't ask to be hurt, and they deserve everything that being able to play football provides a family. You know. And as being a dad now, I see like the father inside of me is way more stronger than the competitor inside of me. And I feel as if with this new purpose to provide for my kids in the way that they deserve is stronger than my own satisfaction to compete.
Let's rewind for just a second. So this all goes down. Raiders call you in. What was the conversation like with the GM?
So he called me when he landed. Mind you, this is Saturday. The game is Sunday. And then practice Monday. They called me. And I was like, Coach. And I was like, hold on, wait. Like, because they was just telling I was hurt. I had my groin. I just had groin surgery. I just tore both my groins. But I'm about to come back. I had a rough rookie year. Behind closed doors. I did a lot of like self-work on myself that first off season. And I'm in good spirits. You know what I'm saying? That video was the year before, like in like December or so, you know. They posted it in October of the following year.
Wow.
So I'm telling Coach Mayock, like, I'm still the same person you said you saw in all this progress. I said I was doing good. This video's old. This isn't, I would never do that yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Right. I would never do that tomorrow, or that wasn't me. And he was just like, damn it. Like, he didn't know what to say because it looked terrible, but
he made a team, Cheryl. He back in the UFL,
you know,
so he's on a team.
Get back.
He's just not in the NFL.
Monday came around, I get up, do normal routine, you know, because I know what's going on. So I know. So I'm not trying to just look around the corners. I go take my COVID test. I'm talking to everybody, see if anybody knows something. Everybody treating me normal. I'm like, okay. But as soon as I walk out, I'm thinking I'm about to go to the locker room. It's like everybody looked at me though in the face and was just, everybody was just sick. You know, me and Mayock cried.
Is that right?
Yeah, it wasn't a normal goodbye. Like, this was like, it wasn't normal. The mood in the building was very heartbreaking. And like, what made it worse was just like the looks on everybody's faces, like when I was leaving. Like, I thought I got on people's nerves a lot, you know what I'm saying? But seeing like certain people like with their head down with me, you know what I'm saying? That kind of like choked me up more than anything, you know?
So did you think you would get picked up quickly?
I don't know. I didn't. I hope. I mean, I was like, man, I'm hurt. I was like, man, I need a break from this anyway.
Right.
I was like, I need a break. I said, maybe this is God's way of telling me, calm down. Well, you know what I'm saying?
So you get with the Dolphins?
I got with the Dolphins, was rehabbing with them, was feeling better. Then at the end of the season, after the last game, coach was telling me that they were going to sign me to the team, was expecting big things from me the following camp, and, told me to go get my iPad out the car and come back. I went to go get my iPad out the car, in like 30 seconds, come back, everybody fired.
And then you went to Kansas City.
Yeah, so I didn't want to meet new coaches after that season, so I ended up signing with Kansas. They showing me depth charts and stuff, OTAs, what the depths are gonna be, and I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all still in it too? They finna, I'm about to get me a ring. Y'all tripping, this thing, we gonna play the Raiders next year. I was like, yeah, let's do that. A week later, get arrested. Then you know what I'm saying? I went up there to sign. Was only up there a day. And literally a week from that day, it might have been less than a week, because I think I signed on like a weekend.
But like I said, getting arrested is nobody else's fault but yours, though. So you can't really put it on nothing else. He said it like a week later, get arrested. No, that you should have been. If you got that third chance to go to Kansas City, and you was looking at a team like that who was on the verge of getting rings, and you probably could have been a Super Bowl champion. You gotta be on your P's and Q's, man. You can't go out and get arrested, especially when you already got a track record. That wasn't a good look, but let's keep
that
on.
Thursday. I got arrested like that Friday.
So I'm always curious about this. You're at rock bottom. You recognize you're at rock bottom. What's the process for climbing out?
The process for climbing out is a journey in itself. It was a process, a confusing, hard struggle. I started looking in the mirror, not realizing like what happened. So looking in the mirror ain't nothing, because I couldn't see nothing. Every time, like, I ain't see nothing every time I look. So essentially, I ain't see a problem. There was times like it took like I've been trying to. It took me like maybe like 3 years to like.
Facts, Cam. I honestly, to go back to your point, Cam, I honestly think that if he trying to accomplish something and trying to get somewhere, I don't think that he should be focused on row or what nobody else got going on. He just need to be focused on everything that's going on with himself and to try to get his family first. I wouldn't even be in a relationship with nobody at this point. I'd be just trying to get to where I need to get to.
Mentally be capable of moving on. There's times my mind was right, but my body wasn't right. There's times my body was right, but my mind wasn't right, and it was getting real frustrating. I was knowing like not ready or still more work to do. And that's when things were at its hardest, because I needed some paper. Like I still need to take care of my kids. But I'm not capable of doing that in a safe, productive, positive way. Like every time I need to take care of certain things that I've allowed to pull me off of the road that I'm currently on right now. And a lot of sacrifice had to happen. You know what I'm saying? I had to like give up like a lot of things, and things that probably necessarily wasn't bad for me, but the type of attention I needed to put on myself and the mission, like I couldn't spare any time. You're trying to actually achieve it, because everything's possible, but there's just a way it just depends how badly you want it. The one thing you holding on to the most is probably the thing you need to let go of. You know what I'm saying? And I tried saying that stuff to myself like over and over and over again. It came a point earlier this year where I was just, it's like I think I whatever it had, it like broke me. Like I got broke down to my knees. There's been times where I've like just been sitting thinking about everything and like catch like some shocks. Like,
Boss lady.
And then hit my knees and then cry. Like and ask God, like, please. And
Please what?
help me. Like, help me, please. Call my dad, call my uncle, and apologize. And like I'm very I felt very like shameful. You know, and you know when you feel shame, it's hard to like look at people in their face. And I usually look people like in their eyes when I talk and everything, but like
He not lying. He not lying. I've been there before. When you ashamed of stuff or whatever that you done or how you moving, it is definitely hard to look people in their eyes and have a conversation with those people that you may have hurt or people who have believed in you or you know. So he not lying there. He's speaking the truth.
Yeah, I couldn't like bear it. Like, I couldn't. And once I got over that hump and cried for help.
Shame is an interesting word because a lot of us isolate ourselves when we feel some shame. Where did the shame come from? Was it from letting people down in your mind or just the trouble that you were in?
I think it came from knowing better and not knowing like when everything got so out of hand out there. I like gave that power or allowed that to have power like over my life.
You talk to kids when you go home to Florida. You've talked to some kids in Dallas. What's the message that you want them to receive?
That God is real. Like I've been from first round pick to in jail, making wrong decisions, landing me in jails, drugs, women, three kids, 3 different moms, you know, millions of.
Hey, look, let me ask y'all a question. So even if he don't make it back to the NFL, right, which is going to be hard, it's not going to be easy for him to make it back if he even do make it back, because a lot of times in situations like this, people don't make it back. So my thing is, do y'all think that he still will be on a journey of positivity if even if the things that he's trying to do don't work out? Me personally, I think if it don't work out, he still can be useful. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a story, he got a testimony, he can talk to kids everywhere, like he's doing right now, to like he's saying, to tell them, you know, the mistakes that he's made, because and for kids not to make those mistakes. And I feel like if he keep on with the positive attitude, somebody is going to reach out to him. It may not be an NFL team, but it may not be a position as a player. It could be a position as a some kind of assistant coach or something like that. He could be a cornerback coach. Somebody like Deion Sanders, Michael Vick just became a coach for the Norfolk State football team. And everybody know what Michael Vick had went through with the dog fighting and stuff, going to prison and everything else. And he's a head coach of a college team. So it's things out there that could work out for him, even if it's not the NFL. All I'm saying to him is he just got to continue to stay positive so people can recognize his positivity, because that's where it's going to come from. It's not just doing one interview or trying to get somewhere and then failing to get to where you want to get to, and then you just going back to doing what you was doing or crashing out. You can't do that. You got to continue to stay positive, even if what you're trying to do don't work, because God might have a different lane for you that he's planning for you. So that's just the way I'm looking at that. He has a usefulness in his positivity. That's for sure.
Dollars, no dollars. And where I'm at today, is the best version of myself after going through all of that, and still motivated to keep going. And the only answer to that is God. You know, there's no way I shouldn't be dead in jail in a way worse situation than I'm in right now. Whatever it is I went through, I feel like it's to prepare me what I've asked for from the very beginning. To be great, to be a great son, a great father, a great nephew, just somebody with a good heart can look at me and feel proud and inspired to never quit, to never give up. God is good for it not being too late, you know. And every single day, like, I just try not to waste any time, because I already feel like I don't waste 3 years, and I see how much can change.
On everything I love, I will kill you. You talking crazy. Talking about that shit 5 minutes away.
Do you believe football's in your future? Whether it's NFL, XFL, CFL, somewhere the FL at the end of it?
Yeah, man, it has to be some way. It's in my present. Shoot, I go to I'm training every day. I've been going to my old little league park in Florida, helping coach with kids and everything. I've definitely got to stay around ball. I try to like manage my expectations nowadays, and it's a new life, you know.
Is that part of your growth?
So I say that's a part of my growth right there, boss. Cause I went telling you, I was some hell, man. I wasn't able to sit like this and just talk about it without even getting amped up, hype. You know, I mean, we talk in the kitchen and I'm getting amped up. Like, and it's positive conversation, but it's like, calm down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, calm down. Like, but I definitely am proud of the progress and looking forward to everything else that's down the road.
What have you learned about yourself during this journey?
I'm something else, man. One of a kind. And with that being channeled in the right direction, I feel there is no limit on the things I can accomplish with the right mindset. What's hurtful the most about everything is that I did it to myself because I wasn't thinking. And right now I feel like,
hey, that's a good point. That's a good point, Tori. That's a good point, because he definitely was talking about Kamari in a derogatory manner. You know what I'm saying? And that was a child that you don't even know. So hopefully he has had a life-changing occurrence to happen to make him think a better way than he was thinking. That's
like, that's the dumbest. Like, when I sit and tell you, fam, that me just trying to do a lot of self-reflecting and me trying to tell myself, like, okay, like, what you was thinking? Because when I think about it, I don't know why I did certain things. So then I would catch myself, like, when I'm mad, and I'll catch myself, and I'll be like, dang. So when I don't catch myself, I just let whatever comes from that emotion, I just used to let it ride. And I'm like, wow.
So you feel in control now?
I feel in control. I definitely would never say something happened because I wasn't thinking again. Because I take a lot of pride in the way I think now. It took a lot of work, and I'm kind of pretty smart. Know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident in the decisions that I make now, and it's like I'm really like when I step forward, like I can be felt, heard without doing too much.
The hardest thing for teams or leagues that you're trying to enter, whether it's the NFL, the CFL, or whatever FL, is how can they trust you?
I hope they really could, because the people that know me, they know that this has never been a version of me. You know what I mean? I wasn't this version of me when I got drafted. You know what I'm saying? I'm stronger right now than I was when I got drafted. You know what I'm saying? I done grew up. I done I done experienced things that most young men don't experience. You know what I'm saying? I went through the fire on my doing, but I made it out with a better mindset. I'm sharper, and I'm willing to do whatever it is that I need to do to prove it. You know.
You've been out the league 3 years. Who is Damon Arnett today?
He's a God-fearing man with a lot of things that he overcame. He's a man willing to share his story to help others continue taking steps in the right direction. He's a father of 3, son of senior in Montreal. I feel like I have all of them on my back right now. I got promises to keep, but I'm determined to just show everybody that even though it looked bad, was bad, I'm different now. I learned from my mistakes, genuinely, and it took me to really forget about football and everything else to learn that. I had to hone in on myself and not think about nobody else or what I do can do for somebody else. And I had to not think about that for a long time and really just figure out why I wanted to live again, you know. And I found some pretty strong reasons to stronger than before, stronger than the feeling of wanting to get drafted in the first round. Cause, you know, I always thought about that as a kid and stuff, wanting to, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was chasing. And now as a man that has chased that, caught it, now has kids and chasing something else now. I'm chasing the life that I want for my kids. And that's greater than how I feel about my own life. So I'm coming 2 times harder.
Continued success, my man.
Damon Arnett isn't going to play here at AT&T Stadium this season. He's not going to play it.
All right. So yeah. All right. So look. All right. So look, him. You know, after looking at that video, let me know what y'all think about, you know, his transition. Y'all think that he's genuine in his transition? Do y'all think that he's just saying that to try to get a team to look at him or try to get back in the league or what? But I can honestly tell y'all this though, right? I can honestly tell y'all this. That whole video that we looked at just now of him doing the interview, he never mentioned one time nothing about him finding people in his life at this point to where it helped him to see which way that he needed to go. So he basically, at the end of that video, he basically said that his focus, which it should be, he said that his focus is on him and nobody else except for his kids. And the only thing that he can do for his kids is to make himself better. I didn't never hear him talk about no woman or her kids or nobody, you know what I'm saying? Or no extended family. He just said his kids. So at the end of the day, I mean, listen, I applaud him. I don't know where his life go take him or whatever. I know it's probably not going to take him back to the NFL, but at the end of the day, like I said in the first part of this video, I'm not a person that to sit up here and judge nobody. He said he made his mistakes. He owned up to, you know, realizing that he was at fault for what had happened to his life. And I mean, shit. I mean, if I look at my own life, I can say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, change can come to people who was bad people at one time, and I'm living proof of that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people out here that'll tell you that shit. I was the worst motherfucker in the world. You know what I mean? But you know, that was a time when I wasn't on my thinking right and wasn't doing the right things. You know what I mean? So I give him the benefit of the doubt. I give him the benefit of the doubt. What's up, Gail Powers? I give him the benefit of the doubt as far as what he's saying, and I hope him all the best. Like I'm not like I said before, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I'm not gonna hate on the man. But I just hope that he's sincere in what he's saying. Even if he faced any kind of difficulty in the future, or he faced any kind of adversity in the future. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna be the real test. You can say what you want to say on camera. You can say what you want to say in a interview. You know what I mean? The real test is going to come when adversity comes. If you on a positive level, if you think it positive, if you on a positive, you know what I'm saying? If you got a positive mindset going forward, the real test is for your positivity is going to be when you face adversity from this point on, and you don't get something that you may want or whatever. Let me see what y'all talk about. So I asked y'all, do y'all think that he's sincere in what he's talking about, or do y'all think it's a bunch of cap, or do y'all think he go back to being the way that he was? I was looking at y'all comments. Some of y'all made some good ass. A lot of y'all made some good points. And like I said, Tori, when you said that, him talking about other people's kids, you got to realize, you was talking about somebody else's child. You know what I mean? And you in this interview talking about, how your focus is on trying to better things for your child. So how can you do that if you talking about another person's child? So hopefully, like I said, hopefully he got past all of that. But let's see what we got going on. Boss lady said, I don't feel or believe it in my soul. I mean, you might be right, boss lady. Like me. I mean, honestly, to me, I'm not saying that I believe it. I'm just saying that I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, because this is what I'm really saying. I want him to succeed and become better in life and to leave the bullshit alone. You know what I'm saying? And don't be going through no more bullshit. For one, he a black man. I hate to see any black man going through any adversity. I don't care if I don't like you, or if I don't care if you're my worst enemy. I don't want to see you down, and I don't want to see you go to jail. I don't want to see you, being depressed or none of that. You know what I'm saying? We can all exist in this world even if we don't like each other. But I do want to see you succeed for your family and your kids' sake. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, you know what I mean? Let me see what else I got to say. Cheryl said, yeah, that was disrespectful. He shouldn't talk about nobody kids. And no comment on that. I'm gonna leave that where that. I'm just saying. That's right, Cheryl said. I mean, as a man, you're not even supposed to talk about nobody else's kids, especially not nobody's daughter. You know what I'm saying? So that's right. Tori said you don't have to be perfect or squeaky clean to not come at a child in any way, especially one that has done nothing to you. That's for real. That's facts. I don't think no man should be coming. No grown ass man, no grown ass woman should be talking about nobody else's kids, to tell you the truth. And that's just being real. You know what I mean? Especially they underage kids. Nobody should be talking about nobody kids. If you grown, kids should be off limit. I grew up under the code. I grew up under the code of women and kids being off limits. You know what I mean? If you beefing with another male or something, or you got a problem with another male. But that's facts though, Tori. That's facts. OC said it's between him and the man above. We all are here making mistakes. Facts, OC. That's why I said I give him the benefit of the doubt. I hope that he achieve what he's trying to achieve in life and his career and everything. You know what I'm saying? I hope he can overcome what he overcome and overcame. And everything is a starting point. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like him taking accountability and being able to do that on camera, because we all seen how Rico, we all seen how he was running around at one time. You know what I'm saying? Dude was wild, immature. Shit, it was certain times he couldn't even say 2 words. He even said it in a video. It was one time he couldn't even talk. He was so out of it. You know when you're doing meth and whippets and all kind of drugs and cocaine and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, a lot of that stuff takes a toll on your brain, and you don't make the right, you don't be moving right, and you don't make the right decisions out here. So if he's off of all of that, then I could see him being, a successful person in society. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if he's positive about everything that he's saying, like I said, even if he don't make it back in the plan to the NFL or something like that, to make it back to big money or even getting rich, you know what I'm saying? He still can be an asset for other people that's coming up, children and speaking engagements, and other young players who's coming out of college and stuff like that, and or going to college, or even high school, playing in high school, or kids that's in impoverished neighborhoods and stuff like that. If it don't work out with him as far as playing football like how we wanted to, he should really just stay positive just for that matter right there. And you can make a business out of that also. People get paid up from speaking engagements all the time. So I think that he can do that if he's sincere, and if he's for real trying to push peace and positivity. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, OC, you're right. We all make mistakes. None of us is walking around here perfect. Shit, I know I'd have made a ton of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad God gave me a chance to be able to. I still make mistakes. Shit. I'm glad God's still keeping me. You know what I'm saying? And forgiving me. Cheryl said, you know what? I'm not going there today. I was going in, but I'm not going there today. I've been good all week. I've been staying out of trouble. Boss lady said, Cap. Dorian said, hey, boss lady. Hey, boss, being in the bushes. Boss lady said, okay. Frida said, don't know time will tell. Or don't know time will tell. He been dealing with some very ugly demons and laying down with some ugly demons. So time will tell. Facts, man. Them demons don't go away overnight. But if you fighting them off and trying to get them off, and by the help of the good Lord up above, you can get them demons gone. You know what I'm saying? Cameron said it's a bunch of BS. I don't believe them. OC said, yep, Marty. Gail said, facts, Marty. Cheryl laughing. Rita laughing. Cheryl said, y'all is kind of fucked up in the comments. Who are y'all cutting up today, boy? Boss lady, you going live tonight? Boss lady said, I do. Boss lady cutting up. She said if she might, if the internet don't mess up, shit, let me know so I can come join your live, boss lady. Cameron said he's demonic and looks demonic. Words out of his mouth. I don't rock with that type. I don't rock with that type of energy. I mean, he do got a demonic looking look about him. I think, I don't know. I think he do got one of those looks about him. Like, you could tell he been through a lot in his life. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot. He didn't, and the thing is, he came from a background of where he didn't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like I said, you ain't gotta be tough, bro. I mean, he grew up in Florida. I don't know what part he grew up, but I mean, my thing is this, right? If you had the wherewithal to be able to go through high school, continue to be on the football team, not get in trouble through high school, go 4 years of college, not get in no trouble, and make it to the NFL draft, you should have been able to sustain a career. You're not tough at that point no more. But I don't know, because what's his name did the same thing. And now he was from Florida. Well, he went to school in Florida too. I don't know if he was from Florida, but the guy that wound up going to prison and unaliving himself, that used to play for the Patriots. Damn, I forgot his name. I forgot blood name. The kid, the one that supposedly unalived that dude and got locked up for. He was going through a lot too, because he had a bunch of, he didn't have to do what he did. So I don't know. Like I'm glad that it didn't end for Rico like it did for him. And I'm sad that it ended for him like that. What's the dude's name? Aaron Hernandez. It's sad that it ended for him like that also. But I'm glad that Rico was getting to a point now where he's seeing, or he acknowledging that he's the fault, you know what I'm saying, or that he's trying to change, or that he's talking about changing, or whatever he's doing. I don't know. It's just one of those things that you got to see it got to go on to see, because we all know what type of time Rico was on at one time, and he was doing a lot of goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see what type of time he on, because I remember that one time when they was at the pickup and it was Rico. Who was it? It was Rico, Roro, and who was another person? I think it was Van or somebody who was standing they was at the police station, and they standing at the car. He walking back and forth. They just looking like some bozos. Like they was really up there looking like bozos. And I hope he can look back at stuff like that and be like, damn, I was really acting like a fucking bozo. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Boss said, just hope them demons don't jump out on young people. Hey, I hope not, boss lady. Damn, I hope he ain't spewing no demons out like that. But like I said, hopefully he's sincere, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm pulling for the youngin'. You heard me? Like, I'm pulling for him to turn his life around. Like I said, I don't know him personally. You know what I'm saying? But I know from what I seen on the internet is I don't like him. I don't agree with the shit that he was doing. I think that he was a fucked up ass individual before. But like I said, people can change. Everybody can change. A lot of people thought Michael Vick was a fucked up individual for what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He's changed. He been doing what's right for the longest now. And he's still doing what's right. So if this is the point for Rico to change and to become the person that he needs to become, I'm all for that. I ain't even go lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, sure. I wish him the best for sure. Boss lady said, because you have a purpose. You talk about me, boss lady. I try to have a purpose for sure. Everybody gotta have a purpose out here. Like if you don't got no purpose, I'm one of them people who think like this, right? If you don't got no purpose out here in this world, then you just taking up time and space, because you got to get out here and make something happen. You got to get out here and find your purpose. Everybody got a purpose out here in their life, but you just got to find that purpose. You know what I mean? Find your passion. Find what your purpose is. That's what I could tell anybody. Get out here and find your passion. What make you happy? What make you drive? And what make you succeed? The easiest, what they said, success is finding something that you can make a living off of that don't feel like work. That's success. And I think that everybody got that kind of success in them somewhere, whether it be doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got that success within you. Everybody got that little light that shine in them. Some people just got to dig down a little harder to get to it, but everybody got that light. As long as you stay a good person and you don't step on people's necks and stuff to get what you got to get out of life, if you stay genuine and stay a good person and actually help people, you know, the more success you get, the more you can help others to come up and change the dynamic of your family. I think that's when you done found your niche. That's when you done found your passion. And I think that's when people is really go find out that they really their light is gonna shine bright out this joint. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's facts. OC said the goal is to save as many souls as possible. Facts, OC. And water he need 7, huh? And water he need dip 7,100 times in. You talking about the baptized? He need to get baptized 7,100 times. Boss lady says she is not falling for this shit. I feel you. So Evo, I got these off of Amazon. These is damn. Hold on, the boxes. I only paid like $40 for these joints. So Evo, they is called One Audio Studio Pro 10 headphones. They actually some good headphones. Like they got good bass, they got good sound, noise cancellation. So they actually pretty good headphones to be coming off of Amazon. But they got these other headphones that I want to get though. They call Skull Candy. Now them headphones. I had a buddy of mine who had just got some, and I was listening to him. Them shits hit. I ain't gonna lie, they hit hard. Like they sound like you in a damn. They sound like you in one of them Honda station wagons from the 90s with like 415s in the back of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember how when niggas used to have them station wagons and how hard them hatchback joints? Y'all remember how them hatchbacks used to hit hard as a bitch back in the day? Them headphones sound like you in a hatchback from the 90s with fucking 15s in the back of that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, it's tweeters and everything. That motherfucker hitting hard, highs, lows, everything hitting. So if you want a good set of headphones, I will go with the Skull Candy head. But these are good though. But I will go with the Skull Candy headphones if you want a top tier pair of headphones for sure. Boss said, he said, hey, so Evo. So Evo said, what it do? Gail said, hey, so Evo. Cheryl said, him and dusty ass roast queen. She never get in the shower talking about somebody else's child. And then you laughed about it like it was funny. Damn. But yeah, man, I just wanted to, you know, to get on this little video with Rico today, because like I said, I think people was misunderstanding as far as what was going on in his career, because I heard so many people saying, they were saying congratulations, Rico, and this and that, which I mean it's cool. Congratulations. I could say congratulations also, because having a, you know, him getting a job is what's up. You know what I'm saying? Him getting a job is what's up. Anybody who can get some type of money is that's what's up. But as far as like the people who were saying, yeah, he's back in the NFL and he's made it back, and this, nah, not so fast, not so fast. He's not back in the NFL. He's with the UFL. He's not making as much money he was, or as he would have while he was playing, when he had the chance to get that money in the NFL. I don't think that chance will ever come again for sure. I just don't, because the NFL is a rigorous, they got new draft picks coming in every year. So if you a person who got X'd out of the and I mean, look at Colin Kaepernick, for God's sakes. All he did was kneel down on his knee during the national anthem. He didn't even commit no crimes, or he didn't even get in no trouble. And they didn't bring him, and he took his team to a Super Bowl one time. He played in the Super Bowl one time with the 49ers. Nobody gave him a second chance. Michael Vick, look at how hard it was for Michael Vick to get a second chance when he first came up. If it wasn't for Andy Reid, you know what I'm saying, giving him a chance when he played when he was the coach of the Eagles. That's why Andy Reid and Michael Vick is so tight now, because Andy Reid gave Michael Vick that chance to come when he got out of prison. But Michael Vick also was a quarterback. And quarterbacks is hard to come by. And Michael Vick was the first fast running quarterbacks, triple threat with a cannon of an arm. You know what I mean? So that's why, he was able to get back in the NFL. A lot of times people don't make it back in the NFL. What's that guy named that he was playing in the I think he was playing in the AFL. And I forgot his name, but he was drafted. I think he was drafted first round by the Steelers. I think he had got us some trouble. I think the same thing happened that with Rico happened to him. The thing with him was, dude was a wide receiver, but he was like a 6'7" or 6'6" wide receiver. That was a beast at Philadelphia. I mean, at Pittsburgh. We wound up picking him up a couple years ago. I forgot his name though. We wound up picking him up a couple years ago. He never materialized to get on the 53-man roster. He stayed on the practice squad. We wound up cutting him. So that's as far as he got, was the practice squad. He didn't make it back to the team. I don't really know of a lot of people who made it back from being exiled from the NFL and then came back. Michael Vick is probably the only person that I can think of, to tell you the truth. Let me see what else y'all got going on. Who the fuck is calling people crackheads and shit? Who the fuck is that? Hey, I made a few of y'all mods, yo. So if you a mod and motherfuckers get to coming in the chat talking crazy and shit, y'all know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see motherfuckers who come in here with some dumb shit, y'all already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Jacob said he was send Dorian a picture. But hold on. Dorian said, Marty, if he did change, he needs to let go of that negative energy. Like, bro, that's facts. I mean, especially but like I said, in that video, he never mentioned Roro. Like, I know a lot of people, if somebody was so important to your life or whatever, and your journey of trying to change and become a different person or whatever, you would mention that person you would mention that person that's being part of your journey to becoming a better person. So I don't know, the person Pineapple, I guess the Pineapples person had called Cam a crackhead or something, but I don't know who that Pineapples person is. So like I said, if y'all ain't feeling what motherfuckers are saying, then y'all know what time it is, gang. What's up, Latiska? What's happening? But nah, that's gonna be all that I got to talk about. I just want to come in and do this little video. I gotta get ready to go. I got something I gotta go do. But I'm glad that y'all came in to listen to this, and I'm glad we was able to get to the facts. Like I said, get to the facts and not just be running our mouth for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was seeing people who was just saying stuff and it seemed like that they didn't know what they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason I made this video. That's what this video is about. Like I said, I didn't make this video to hate on Rico in any type of way. Like I said, I hope him the best. I hope that he can achieve whatever he's trying to achieve. But like I said, if you can't achieve that and it don't work out for you, and if you really being positive, if you really trying to be positive, that means you got to stay positive. You can't switch up and say, shit, that shit ain't work out, and I'm going back to fucking talking shit about people, kids, and pointing guns at cameras and shit, or trying to be this tough dude. I mean, and then you get into an age now, it was like, shit, all that bullshit is bullshit. That all that street shit is lame now, any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like people who was really in the streets, you really that shit is lame to keep trying to be in this. You ain't trying to be in the streets no more. And the thing is like a person, a nigga like me, right? If I made it to be a NFL player and I was getting millions of dollars or whatever, I'm gonna try my best not to lose that. All that bullshit that I was doing in the past, that shit would have been dead and over with. I wouldn't even been fucking worried about no beef with nobody or had to be on no camera talk about killing nobody or pulling no guns or nothing. You know what I'm saying? That shit is lame as hell. You hear me? So at the end of the day, moral of the story is if you get a chance at life, go ahead and motherfucker take that chance. God will give you multiple chances, but a lot of people don't get that chance like he had from pure talent. Boss lady, thank you, boss lady. He's 29 now, boss lady. This year he's 29. So he's going into his 30s with this year or next year. I don't know. Probably, I think next year he could be 30, I want to say. But like I said, man, with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna wish Blood all the best in his life, success, and everything. Just make sure that your focus is in the right place. And don't get involved with people that got dumb shit going on in their life just because you get involved with them in your life. You don't have to get involved in their nonsense, especially if you're trying to make something good out of yourself. Because all that shit that Shorty had going on or whatever, he shouldn't even involve himself, because that even made him look even more much of a you know what I'm saying, flaw. Them people probably could have seen that also. Them people who you trying to, get these deals with, they could have seen all of the antics you was going on YouTube also. So at the end of the day, yeah, with that being said, don't squander off nothing. If you got something going on for yourself that's positive, keep going and keep, just try to stay positive. Thank God for the blessings that you get in life, because a lot of people don't get a lot of blessings. A lot of people don't get those types of blessings to do what it is that they dreamed about doing their whole life. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I said, I'm glad y'all came in here, man. Happy New Year to anybody that didn't hear me say Happy New Year before. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And the moral, like I said, another moral of the story is, man, we don't gotta hate. We don't gotta hate on people because they did us wrong, or we don't agree with what they did, or we feel like what they did was some goofy shit. It's not called hating on nobody. We just motherfucking we gotta stay positive, even if motherfuckers is not being positive to us, especially on the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's something I had to learn to deal. I still learn to try to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we got to keep it moving. We got to keep it going in our own lives. And we don't want to let nobody else make us lose focus to get us off of our square. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, with that being said, like I said, thank all y'all for coming in. Hey, OC, you got a wrench, OC. Boss lady, you got a wrench too. Y'all, if y'all got wrenches, y'all know what y'all can do what y'all want to. Y'all can do what y'all want to do with them wrenches. You know what I'm saying? But look, with that being said, I'm gonna end this video. Hey, I appreciate all y'all. Chatty Hub, I just see you join. You subscribe to my channel. Hey, look, man, make sure, I don't know how many people didn't like the video. Make sure y'all like the video before y'all leave, yo. For sure, like, make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I mean? Look at OC said, Marty, I forgot about the wrench. Oh, man. Chatty Hub said, Marty, I watched the whole video. I couldn't participate. Oh, that's all good, Chatty Hub. As long as, hey, listen, as long as we picked up some jewels from this video, and I know I picked up a lot of jewels from this video. See, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. Even when somebody else is going through some situation, or even when we going through a situation that might not be favorable for us, right? We always can learn from that. That's where we get our learning from. We get our learning from seeing other people go through stuff, and we get our learning from our lessons from us going through stuff and learning from them. So if we could take something from what Rico went through or what Rico did, I know what I could take from it. I take from it that don't squander off your blessings. That's what I took from it. Don't go out here and squander your blessings off. Don't go out here have too much pride. Don't go out here just, you know what I'm saying, just doing stuff that when God is blessing you, you can't go out here and just be negative, because them blessings will get taken away from your ass just as fast as they came. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, shit, let's not go ahead and squander these blessings off, man. 2025 is a new year. I don't know who Pineapples is or whatever. I don't know why Pineapples is it hold on right fast. Hold on right fast. I know it ain't who I think it is. Nah, I don't think it's him. I don't know. Is it Short Bus Shorty? I don't know. Who is it? I don't know. But I ain't gonna worry about Short Bus Shorty or Pineapples or nobody, whoever, whatever how it go. I don't know what they got going on. But listen, like I said, like that video, y'all. Pineapples like the video too, folk. Whoever you is, like that video too. All of y'all like the video. I'm about to get out of here, man. It's your boy Marty Keys TV. It's a Friday. I gotta go to the grocery store, and I'm gonna holler at y'all a little later. Boss lady, you go live. Let me know. Oh yeah, boss lady, you said you is going live about that. What's the name? So I guess is you going live, boss lady? What you doing? Because I ain't never seen you answer. Boss lady, you better be going live tonight, boss lady, because I'm bored. It's Friday. I ain't going nowhere. It's supposed to be like some weather out here. Don't make me come out to Chicago and put belt the ass, boss lady. You better go live tonight. Oh man, boss lady says she go live in 1 hour. All right, hell yeah. All right, that's what's up. So I know what I'm doing. What I'm doing later on, because I ain't going nowhere. It's bored. After I come back from the grocery store, I ain't making no noise. So, who's skipping over what, boss lady? What I'm skipping over? You skip over it. Who skipped over something? Oh, she said how I was. Nah, she said she was going later. OC in about 3 hours. All right, that's a good time, boss lady. That's a good time. That'll give me time to come back and settle down and chill and get everything I need to go. OC said I don't know what time she's going live. Oh, she said 3 hours. She said 3 hours, OC. She said 3 hours. Oh, she said I replied back. I got lost in the comments, boss lady. That's what happened. But look, hey, look, I'm gonna holler at y'all later on. I gotta get up out of here, man. It's get dark outside, man. Let me get the hell up out of here so I can get back around here. I'm gonna holler at y'all later on, man. Like I said, don't forget to like that video, share it if you can. If people in here who ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, man. Subscribe to the motherfucking channel, man. For sure. But with that being said, everybody who came in here, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what it is with me, man. And y'all, you know what I'm saying? We like family. That's for sure. And I'm glad y'all came in here and sit with me this whole time. I don't know how long this video it was, boss lady. But I know you was telling me last night that I couldn't do a 5-hour live. I don't think this one is 5 hours. But if it is, we here, baby. We here. Hey, look, I'm going to holler at y'all later, man. Y'all have a good evening. I'll see y'all later on the Boss Lady Live, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Hit that like button, man, and let's get to it. Gone.